Let's talk about some Copa del Rey. Even though, there's a lot of Madrid fans, a lot of Barça fans, a lot of fans all over the world that say this cup it doesn't mean a lot, but there is a potential Clásico in the final. Let's start with the Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. How do we feel about that game?
Madrid's up 1-0, but I don't think they can take the foot off the gas just yet. Sociedad, they don't have much to look forward to, and then when teams are playing against Madrid, it's like, man, Madrid's coming to town, we got to give it our all. We're going to tell our grandkids about this. Like, hey, I stopped Mbappe's goal. This is something they really look forward to. So I think, Madrid's got to come in here with the right mindset, give it their all, really try to win.
Do you see any scenario where Real Sociedad can potentially hurt Madrid and go up 2 goals and Madrid not score at all?
Dude, they play very, very hard. They play fast. They counter you. So, one slip up and then they get a good finish and everything's tied back up. And then that's not what you want if you're Madrid. You want 1-2 goals, make some good substitutions, finish the game out. You can't take them lightly.
Yeah, because in the last game, Ancelotti lined up most of the bench players. You had Endrick, you had Arda. It was a mixture of a team, but I feel like now he's going to be putting the whole starters in. Their schedule is not as rough as Barcelona's schedule, where they're going to be playing 10 games or is it 5 or 7 games in a period of 12 days. So Madrid doesn't have, that rough of a schedule where you can actually put the starters in and make sure that you secure at least going to the final.
Yeah, hopefully Ancelotti starts, his strongest 11. Hopefully everybody's healthy. I think Ceballos should be back by then. Hopefully Madrid, comes out here with everything they got.
What would be your prediction for the Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad game? It's going to be at home at the Santiago Bernabéu.
If it goes the way I'm hoping, I'd say, a little 3-1, so 4-1 on aggregate for Madrid.
I can see a blowout from Madrid where they go 4-0, but I can also see a very congested game or a game where Madrid can just edge it out or Real Sociedad could win. But I'm leaning more towards a congested game where it's a 2-1. Madrid's favorite. I just don't see Real Sociedad's defense keeping Madrid at 0.
Man, there's not many teams that can hold Madrid down, especially when they're playing.
Yeah, especially now that Mbappe seems like he kind of found a little bit of form, and he's scoring more goals, and now, they're understanding each other a little bit more. But, I don't see Real Sociedad keeping Real Madrid at 0. So I do see Madrid going on to the final. Now let's move on to the next game. FC Barcelona versus Atlético Madrid. We're at 4-4, tied in aggregate, and it's going to be playing at the Atlético Madrid Stadium. How do you see this game turning out?
Hopefully Atlético comes in here hard. They were up, 2-0 the last time they faced off, and then they choked in the last couple of minutes. So I think there's going to be a revenge game. I could see them playing with a little extra fire under them.
Because we can both agree that Atlético Madrid is now just paying for the Copa. That's all they're playing for. I mean, obviously they are going to be participating in the World Cup. They can always play for that, but they're not going to be favorite for that. So they are, as of right now, just playing for La Copa because I think they're out of the league, and obviously they're out of the Champions League. So I think you're right. It is going to be a revenge game. I think they're going to play like they never played before. I think they're going to come, hit, attack hard. That Cholo aggressive, rugged mentality. That's what I'm going to see Atlético Madrid with. But overall, I think Barcelona has a better squad. Now, at the beginning of the season, you asked me who had a better squad. I would tell you Atlético Madrid. Atlético Madrid probably had a squad at par with Real. I would put Barca's squad as the 3rd best squad in Spain. But right now, I think Barca's squad is gelled up. They understand what's going on. They got good rotations. Lewandowski, he's looking old, but then he's clutch all the time. Rafinha has horrible games, and then boom, the 90th minute, he scores one. And then let's not talk about Yamal. You know, Yamal is like out of the game, and then he does some magic and gives you a great pass, you know, so another player can score, or he scores, you know. And then I think the key is going to be the midfield, that Pedri and Frankie de Jong are literally coming into their prime, bro. And once those two guys come into the prime, you're not going to see the ball.
Dude, I don't even think Pedri's near his prime. You know, he could be a top 3 player in the world.
I mean, I agree. I don't think he's like coming into his prime, but it's like the best we've seen him play in a long time. Okay. And also Frankie de Jong. You know, we know he had the skills. He just needed that physical, you know, in him. And that's what Flick's been giving him. So if Frankie de Jong and Pedri are playing not even amazing, just good, they don't see the ball. They don't see the ball, and Barca's going to win it. I still think it's going to be a high score, though.
I don't think anybody in Europe could stop Julian right now.
Dude, Julian is a star. Julian Alvarez is a star, man. He's amazing.
You know, he played him, why they should have kept him. You know, he's giving Atletico the best he's got. You know, he's in there with a good attitude, you know, just trying to ball out. Man, he is a monster.
90 million was a steal. So you okay, obviously you think Madrid's going to go on to the final. Who do you think is going to go on to the final from Barca or Atletico?
I think we're getting another Clásico.
I agree. Well, hopefully we get another Clásico, Manny. It was awesome chatting it up with you again, brother. Any last words before we sign off?
Man, let's hope for some good football. Hope to see you again, bro. It was good being here.
Awesome, man. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you do, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Send it to whoever loves soccer/football. See you soon again.